finished the season 32-6 and 4th place in the Class 3A. We're joined by head coach Mike Arbuthnot, Kelbie Zupan, Olivia Durbin, and Emily Williams. Coach, I know it's a tough result, but can you explain what this experience has been like, not only for you but for your team?
It's been outstanding. Just the support that we've had from the administration, from Eagle Nation. It's been amazing. And these young ladies, when we started last summer, they just worked very, very hard to get where they're at. And we couldn't be prouder of them. I know the community, the coaching staff, and everybody involved in this program. So, we come up here, we battled. I think you guys saw in that 3rd place game as people went down and things like that. Nobody quit, and we've never quit all year. Our kids are resilient. They play as hard as they can every possession, and it just wasn't meant to be today. But one day is not going to disappoint us in any matter with the season that we had. It was an amazing season.
Arb, anytime a girl goes down for CM, everybody thinks the same thing with the knee. What do you know so far on Aubrey?
I really do not know anything right now. Aaron Season has looked at it, but he is not really sure. He's going to wait a little bit to see it. I'm sure she'll get an MRI in the next day or so.
How hard to refocus after that?
It's tough. It's tough because she does a lot of things for us, and it was a really close ball game, and not having our quarterback out there, not having our floor leader out there is pretty tough. But I really like the way that the kids that replaced her went in and did a nice job, and they kept battling.
Arb, you got out rebounded 31-19. You expect that today, but did you expect that tonight? No,
not really. I know that 31's a really good player, and she kind of controlled the glass throughout the whole contest. I thought we did a pretty good job on her in the first half. We did not body up as much in the second half because she was able to get a few more offensive rebounds. But, it's one of those things to where, when you're outsized like that, and she's an all-state player, obviously, it's tough to, control her, no doubt about it. She's a great player.
2 games, you got outscored 72-24 in the paint. Is that the story of your day?
That's the story of the day, no doubt, and probably our 3-point shooting percentage. When you put those two things together, that's why we got the result that we did.
How big not getting a shoot around in here yesterday?
Huge. That's one thing that I hope that they change in the future because getting these kids in here the day before, even for just 30 minutes, and getting a lot of shots in makes a big difference. I know for a fact. And you step out on the floor, your first ball game, into a 15,000 seat arena with the backgrounds and all that, and it's a tough adjustment with these kids. And just 30 minutes like they have in the past would go a long way, and I'm sure every coach would agree with me.
Talked to Bob before the game, and he said, or just before you came in, he said the same thing. Plus, you don't have the red carpet maybe, and you've been here before with the banquet and stuff the day before.
Yeah, just the experience. I'd like to see it get back to, more of the experience aspect of it as far as the videos with the kids and the trophies, the shoot-arounds, doing the 3-point contest like the day before, things like that, because that gets everybody kind of juiced up and ready to go. And those are things, I'm sure, with this being the first time that they went through this new format, they're going to adjust some things. I'm sure they will.
Is 2 games in one day too much?
It's tough. It really is. Now, early in the year at Thanksgiving tournaments, we played 2-1, but after that, we never had 2-1. And could some of these injuries be a product of that? I don't know, but I know we have had about a 4 or 5 hour rest between games. These teams that are playing right now had a 2-hour rest, one of them. So that's another something that they've got to look at, no doubt.
Switch to something positive. Kelbie and Emily, how cool all 5 seniors getting out on the court just for a few seconds of it.
Every time Claire gets out on the court, it's awesome because we haven't been able to be out there with her. But getting to come off all as one as we came in all as one is great.
She's a crier, isn't she?
We're all pretty. You're correct.
Pamela, your thoughts on 5
Yeah, I mean, we've been playing together since we were in 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, basically. So being all out on the floor again together is just really nice.
Talk about 4th place trophy. That's nobody wants to come up here and go 0-2, but it's better than going 0-0 in state. Just talk about going home with the state trophy.
I mean, I think it's just a good experience to come up here, and for us to even get here was just really good. So 4th place isn't 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th place. We still made it to state, and that's not something a lot of teams do. So I think it's still a really good thing that we did.
Olivia, what can you say about all your underclassmen teammates that played a lot of minutes today? What can you say about the team's future next year?
I mean, I think we have a pretty good future. Everyone, they're still young, but they got a lot of way to go. They're very supportive. They know what they're doing. They've been watching CM basketball forever. So I think we got a pretty good year coming up.
What can you say about it, Mike?
Well, I hope this was a great experience for them. One thing that we don't really talk about, and I just told the team that, I'm not a coach that says, hey, we got to go to state this year. I'm one of these coaches that the process takes care of itself. And, just like we were talking about earlier, when Claire went down in the middle of the summer, it was it was tough 2 days for us, but these kids, they rallied and they got better. And we changed the style a little bit. But the thing too is that it's one of those things where now that we're here and the kids have seen it, I'm sure it's going to give them incentive. But I guarantee it next year, it's not one of these state or bust types of scenarios. We're going to go through the season. We're going to get better just like we did this year. And some of the younger kids are going to obviously, step up and, fill new roles with a few of the seniors that are leaving. And we just hope that they improve.
Leslie, your classmate Aubrey's, how hard for you to refocus and keep playing when she went down?
It was really hard. I mean, we've been playing together since we were so young. Like, we're always on the court together. Like, we know each other. Like, she's my ride or die. And so it was really hard, but I just knew that I just had to go out and play my hardest because I was lucky enough to be on the court to play, and she wasn't. So I was just doing it for her.
This program's had so many of those. Do you think every time somebody goes down and out?
Yeah, I worry a lot.